What a second Biden term would look like. Predicting the future is always speculative, and there are many factors that could influence a potential second term for President Joe Biden. However, based on his campaign promises, policy priorities, and early actions in office, here are some key aspects that a second Biden term might encompass. 1. Continued focus on pandemic recovery amid the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. President Biden's priority would likely remain on public health measures, vaccine distribution, and economic revitalization. He might push for further stimulus packages and infrastructure investments to aid recovery and job creation. 2. Climate change and clean energy initiatives. Biden has pledged to rejoin the Paris Agreement and prioritize climate action. In a second term, he would aim to achieve ambitious emissions reduction targets, support clean energy development, and encourage international cooperation on climate issues. 3. Social justice and racial equality, building on his commitment to racial equity. Biden would likely continue efforts to address systemic racism, promote criminal justice reform, and bridge the economic and educational gaps in marginalized communities. Police reform and voting rights might also be areas of focus. 4. Healthcare reform. Biden has expressed support for expanding and strengthening the Affordable Care Act (ACA). He might work to increase access to affordable health care, tackle the high costs of prescription drugs, and improve the overall quality of the healthcare system. 5. Infrastructure investment. Biden has proposed a significant infrastructure plan to rebuild the nation's roads, bridges, public transportation, and broadband networks. A second term could see further investments in modernizing infrastructure and addressing climate resilience. 6. Foreign policy and global engagement. Biden would likely continue prioritizing diplomacy and multilateral cooperation, re-establishing partnerships strained during the previous administration. Focus might include re-engaging with international organizations, shaping policies on trade, dealing with geopolitical challenges, and tackling issues like nuclear proliferation and international security. 7. Education and workforce development. Biden has emphasized the importance of expanding access to quality education, increasing funding for public schools, making college more affordable, and investing in skills training programs. A second term might see further efforts to address educational disparities and help workers adapt to evolving job markets. It is important to note that the success and implementation of these policies would depend on various factors, including the political landscape, legislative dynamics, and changing circumstances. Additionally, unexpected events and crises could shape the course of a second Biden term differently than anticipated.